Hi guys. So we have done in previous class in MRP class 1 we have completed the settings or configuration for MRP at plant parameter level. So now we are going to start MRP configuration at MRP group level. So first of all, why we need MRP group level configuration? Because when we do setting at MRP at plant level, plant parameter level, for some materials it will not suitable for to set at it's not suitable at MRP plant at plant parameter level. Then we will do configuration at MRP group level. So I'll just make some definition, I can say, or some description of MRP group, and please make note of these all the things. Okay, MRP group T code, we can say it's OPPZ. Okay, OPPZ. OPPZ. Okay, so carry out overall maintenance of MRP group. Okay, MRP group. Note, so I'll open parallelly uh, SAP screen. Okay, so make note here, at plant level already plant parameters are maintained. Feature applicable for this plant applicable for this plant, all materials, for all materials. But for some materials additional parameters or functions are required. Then at material group level define additional control parameters and assign the materials to group. Assign the materials group to MRP group level. In material master. So we will go at we will do configuration settings. Okay, so go to SPRO, material management, consumption based planning, MRP group. Okay, carry out overall maintenance of, click enter on carry out overall maintenance of MRP groups. Okay, we have entered the plant in previous class TPSR, right? So here actually already the settings has been done. So the process for create and maintain are similar only. Okay, so I will show here for maintain, and the same process if you are doing new process means the new MRP group, MRP are defining for at MRP plant parameter level or at MRP group level, then we can click on create button here, right? If it's already there, then we can click on maintain. Okay, maintain icon. So MRP group will enter it. It's defined, I guess, 4 times 0 TPS area, 4 times 0 make to stock. So we'll take it MTS, this one. Okay, 0010, because 4 times 0 it's for no planning. So why we are doing MRP for planning only, right? So we'll select it, maintain. Okay, so like this we can do. Okay, so click on scheduling document type. Click on scheduling document type. Okay, so just make note of this one, plant TPSR. Okay, and this is name, this is MRP group, what we have entered in the selection screen. Okay, and scheduling info agreement. Okay, document type for purchase order, standard purchase order for subcontracting purchase order. Okay, then document type for a stock transfer. So it, as in SAP standard process, they have given 3 document type for standard PO, for subcontracting PO, and for a stock transfer PO. Okay, so if you want to know more about this, so you can click here, right click, or you can directly click F1. You can see, right, F1 help. So you can know the details of this one. What is scheduling agreement to purchasing info agreement or agreement? So determines whether the plant delivery time as specified in the purchasing info record is used for scheduling in the planning run. So if you tick here, so it will determine that the purchasing info record is used for scheduling in the planning run or not. Okay, if you tick means it will be useful, we are using purchasing info record. If not means we are not going to use. Okay, you can see here, if you set this in system checks whether a plant delivery time is entered in the purchasing info record or in the outline agreement. So here it's saying that if you set this in, the system checks whether the plant delivery time is entered in the purchasing info record or in outline agreement. This plant delivery time is then used to calculate the delivery date and the release date. Okay, so basically this box is showing that if you tick it, so it means we have entered the plant delivery time in the info record or agreement. Okay, so you can make note of this one for your future purpose. Okay, this is configuration for scheduling and document type. Then click save. If you are doing new, then you click save. Okay, back to pop up. Then next, note it down. I'll just make note here. With this document type, PRs are created. PRs are created. Automatically with MRP in MRP run. So which document type? This just now I shown you, right? If you enter here, then for that document type, based on that document type, PR will create. If you enter here with standard, you will create with this document type. If you enter something here, so subcontracting you will create with this document type. Okay. Similarly for stock transfer. Then click on planning horizon. Click on planning horizon. What is important from SAP MM point of view? I'm just teaching here. Okay. So click on planning horizon. So here the configuration for planning horizon is for plant the plant is TPSR MRP group you have entered, and then planning horizon. So you can enter it anything like 5 or 10. So it's basically part of the planning area. Okay, part of the planning area where a planning file entry is made for net change planning in the planning horizon. So the planning horizon is calculated in work days. Okay, so you can enter something 5 days or 10 days something. I just enter here 5 days and save it. Save and back. Then we click on safety stock. Click on safety stock. So here for this plant, for this MRP group, how much share of safety stock you want to use? Okay, how much percentage of share of safety stock has to take into available stock? So suppose I will take it maybe 50%. Okay, 50%. So this 50 is in percentage. Okay, if you want to know more details here, you can see share of safety stock that is available for planning in is included in the planning run. That means it can also be used to cover requirements. Okay, so what do you mean by 50%? So I am just making note here. Just you can also make note. How much percentage of share of safety stock has to take into available stock? So how much percentage of share of safety stock has to take into available stock? Okay, so if you select 50% here, then this 50% will include in available stock. Suppose if you have share of safety stock 100 piece, then 50 piece will be safety stock. That means we can count it in available stock. Okay, save and back. Then click on creation indicator. Okay, so you can make note of here. Okay, create purchase equation. You can select it here like 1. Just make note of this one. Create MRP list. I can select it 1. Schedule lines, I can select it 3. Okay, so you can make note of this one. Okay, so here create purchase equation, we can mention here like a specified default creation indicators for above MRP group materials. Okay, save, make note of this one, and save and back. back to IMG. So we have done settings or configuration for carry out overall maintenance of MRP group. Now we will do settings for define MRP group for each material type. So double click on define MRP group for each material type. I can mention here also define MRP group for each material type. Okay. So you can take any material type. Suppose I am taking ROH, I am taking standard one. Okay, plant TPSR. So we can make it like MRP group. I can make here like 0010. Okay, just make note of this one. I will take a screenshot now. Actually I have not entered a screenshot, so I'll make note of this screenshot in my system. Okay, so just make note of this one. I just paste it here. Okay, so I can just do, you can note it this one. Okay, save. So you can make here for this plant material, this is MRP group, and click save. Okay, so make one note here. I'll make note here. Okay, make note here. In material master, defaultly for above material type, for above material type, MRP group in material master, defaultly for above material type or automatically for above material type, MRP group picked based on material type, and plant combination, Okay, you can make note of this one. This this one I told you for this setting. Okay, make note of this one, and then save. Back. Make one more note, but still MRP group is editable in material master. Okay, back to IMG. The next configuration for MRP is master data. this one. Okay, master data, master data. Click on the next configuration is master data. Master data. Okay, I'll just make a small this one, not required so big. Master data. So before that I missed actually. Just see the settings for number ranges. Define number ranges. Okay, so before that you can I can mention here number ranges. Number observe number ranges. Number ranges. Master data. So I'm telling both in same one. Okay, so we can observe here number ranges. Okay, so define number ranges for planning run. So it's given intervals for planned orders, for purchase requisition. So we can define number ranges here. Okay, how you can define? If you click here new line, insert line, we can enter the new number ranges. Okay, but many are there, so if required we can do it. If not, then no need to define it. Okay, after insert just mention the number ranges and click save. Okay, here we have two things, external and internal. What is meaning of external internal? External, if you tick here now, then you have to enter manually when you define the purchase equation. So basically when you create, when it will create the PR, it will automatically create, right, based on plant orders. So most probably SAP suggest to give internal actually. We should not tick mark here and it will automatically create PR numbers. Okay, so like this we can maintain it here for all purchase equation, MRP list, planned orders, dependent requirement. So this one we can define it if required. If not required, we can go with the standard one. Okay, then master data. What is T code? Click on MRP types. Check MRP types. Okay, check MRP types. In master data, go to check MRP types. Okay, you can mention here in master data. Go to check MRP types. Okay, check MRP types. Click on this. Okay, execute this one. So here in a standard SAP they have given like AP, MO, ND. ND means no planning. PD means MRP. Okay, AP means external planning. M0 means MPS. MPS means master production scheduling. Okay, R1 means time fetch planning. R2 means time fetched without auto reorder point. So it's they have given a standard SAP. If you want observe anyone, just select anyone. Suppose I am selecting PD and click on detail button. Okay, so you can observe here. I'm just making a screenshot here. Okay, you can observe here. Okay, just I'm pasting here. So click enter MRP types. So you can see here the MRP types. Okay, just make note here. MRP types. It controls how material has to planned. It controls how material has to planned. That is for manual reorder point planning or automatic reorder point planning or forecast based planning. Okay, forecast based planning etc. Observe existing MRP types. VB, VM, VV and PD etc. So how we can observe? Just click, select any MRP types, say VB, and click on detail button. Okay, I'll show you in a screen here. So better we'll paste it here for PD1 for VB. VB means you can see here VB. What is the meaning of VB? Select here VB. Click on MRP types VB. So VB is manual reorder point planning. Okay, manual reorder point planning. Select this one. Click on detail button. This is we called in detail button. Okay, so just take a skin of this and put it there. And observe. Like what is MRP procedure? B means reorder point planning. Okay, what is the meaning of forecast indicator? Star means optional, so we can take it or not. It's optional, it's not mandatory. Consumption indicator forecast, so it's G means total consumption. Okay, like this we have sequence, screen sequence. So this is 03, a special MRP list data. So this is actually a screen sequence is useful for the developer actually. If you have to do some enhancement or you have to implement some body, then it will be useful. I will tell you what is meaning of body. and enhancement in the next classes. Save, make note of this one and click save. Back to IMG, then click on MRP area. Click on MRP area. Back to IMG, click on MRP area. Click on activate MRP for MRP groups. Click on activate MRP for MRP areas. Okay, so you can mention here, then click on activate MRP for MRP areas. Enter. So when we click here, you can see MRP area active. So it should be MRP area active. So better I'll post it the screenshot here. MRP area active. MRP area active. Okay, back to IMG. Back to IMG. Back to IMG. Okay, back to IMG. Back to IMG. Click define MRP area. Click define this one. Click define MRP areas. So actually in SAP we are defining three type of MRP area. Okay, at plant level, at a store location level, and at vendor level. Okay, I will teach here all three. So you can make note here MRP types. Back to IMG. Back to IMG. Then click on define MRP areas. So T code is, we'll see here, T code is sorry, so T code is, it is not showing here, it's showing SPRO only, but for this one T code is OMIZ. Okay, yeah, same, because same screen opens, right? So OMIZ. T code is OMIZ. Just make note of this one, OMIZ. So MRP types, MRP area types, three types. Okay, first one plant, second one store location, and third one vendor. vendor. So 3 types. Okay, make note, if MRP area is plant, then total, make note of this one, if MRP area is plant, then total plant available stock should not be less than reorder point quantity or minimum stock. Otherwise, system gives procurement or production proposal results. Just make note of this one. So how we can define it, I'll teach you. Click on MRP area, click on new entry. So suppose I will give plant is already there, right? So I'll give something ZTPS, okay, because TPS are already defined, so I will just ZTPS, okay. MRP area, I'll give here MRP area at plant, for plant TPSR, okay. MRP area type, so here you have to select the type. Type is one means plant. You can see here plant is TPSR, okay. Just make note of this one and then click save. So what is saying, plant MRP area and plant must have the same, plant area and plant must have the same name. So it's saying that both should be same actually, okay. So actually TPSR is already defined, I know. TPSR, I will check it once again. So already exists, okay. So we have to keep the both MRP area and we have to keep both MRP area, this one and this plant should be always same, okay. That's why otherwise it will not save it will not allow to save. So what we will do, if you have new plant, then we will do it like TPSR. If you define new one, then we will enter here TPSR in MRP area and in plant, and MRP area type we will select it 1 for plant, okay. So I will do cancel this one because we have already defined for TPSR, and I will click here for TPSR, okay. MRP area I will give TPSR and we will observe, okay. Click here and detail. So you can see here plant MRP area and plant both are same, right? So that's how we can define. We can take a screenshot of this one. So we'll make here, paste it. So this one, okay. Similarly we can do for others. Then we'll see for at a storage location level. So at a storage location level the MRP area should be 2. So we'll select it, anyone. So we will take it anyone. It's not we have to just observe it, right? So we can take any store location. Let me open this one, okay? But this is for 1000 plant. For TPSR we will see here something. TPSR plant is defined, okay. For a storage location level we have defined it differently, right? So we can click new entry also, not an issue. So what we will do, we will define new one. MRP area support I will give 0001, okay. And here MRP area for a store. Just we'll check it, it's allowed for not, because they have defined or not. For 0001 we'll check it. MRP area type 02. Plant we will check it. Suppose TPSR I will take it here. So what is saying, only plant MRP area are allowed to have 1 to 4 digit. So they are saying that for MRP area for a show location it should be more than 4 digit, okay. So I'll take it here, Z001 TPSR something, click entry. So when I click here it will allow to enter, because we have given 8 digit now, okay. And receiving store location we can enter anyone like 0001. I'll select it because we have done it for raw material, I guess, right? So note it this one and click save. So this is receiving a store location, this is plant, and this is MRP area we have defined for store location, okay. When we define MRP area at a store location level or for MRP type of store location, then we cannot keep same store location in MRP area. We have to keep some different, okay, like this. Note it down and I'll paste it this one in a screen. So this is for a store location, okay. Click save. Similarly we can define for vendor also, okay. Similarly we can define for vendor also. So what we will do, save already done, right? So for vendor click new entry, click new entry. So MRP area we what you have to keep it, some vendor name, okay, anything. Z vendor I am just keeping, we'll see what happen. Z vendor VNDOR, okay. MRP area for vendor, MRP area type here you have to select it 3 because we are defining for vendor a plant TPSR. Click enter, click save. What we are getting error in customizing MRP area not assigned. So we are, it is showing one error in customization creditor in subcontractor MRP area Z vendor not assigned. So MRP area Z vendor has not been sufficiently defined at subcontractor level. So what we can do, complete the subcontractor on the subcontractor view for MRP area Z vendor. So we can click here and we can define it here. So click here. So it's already logged because 1 minute. So what we will do, I will just go back from here. do, we'll define for this one, right? Save. So we are getting this error. So let me define MRP area. Okay, so we have to define it first, right? So let me delete this one first, save it, then click new entry. Define another MRP area by assigning some other astro location. So note it down here, define another MRP area for subcontractor. Vendor means subcontractor vendor. Okay, here subcontractor vendor. So we have to define another MRP area for subcontractor vendor. So we'll save it here and then we'll go to this screen. Here not allowing. Okay, so we'll select it anyone. Suppose I am selecting MRP area TPSR. Okay, and then I will click on subcontractor. So plant is TPSR, right? Select this one. Define MRP area. You have to go back once again. SPRO. It was some mirror. Let me go back, go again to the same screen. Material management, consumption based planning, master data, MRP area, activate MRP, define MRP area, define MRP area. So when we will define new one, it is not allowing, right? Let me check once again. 03. I will check it different plant TP area. Will check it. Okay. So why it's giving different error when I complete the subcontractor on the subcontractor via MRP area using define MRP area. Okay, so define, we are doing defining only, right? Under TPSD. Okay, so after selecting the here, so what you have to do after selecting this, then you have to click again subcontractor here and click new entry. Okay, click on new entry. So select it here, click on new entry. Okay, sorry, select here, click here and then click new entry. Got it? So why it is not allowing to, when I save this one, why it is not allowing? Because we have not defined the creditor in subcontractor MRP area. Okay, so you have to assign it here. So what you have to do, you have to select this MRP area and click on subcontractor. Okay, double click, then click on new entry, note it down, then click on new entry. So here we have to maintain something, any vendor. Suppose I will take any standard here which is already defined. Let me check it. I guess 18, I guess. Click enter and save. So this by this way we can define the MRP area for vendor. So this vendor is defined for MRP area Z vendor. Okay. save, back to IMG, back to IMG. We can keep this screenshot also, and then after that we'll just make a small this one, and here then we will make the third one and the final one. We will then the final one, this one, select this one, click on subcontractor, and then this one. Okay, this one we can make paste here. You can paste anywhere. Let me do sort and I'll paste it here. Okay, like this we can define MRP area. So MRP area is completed, but again you have to define planning one. Okay, again you have to define for planning one. Okay, so we'll define now planning. Note it down, planning. Go to SAP skin and just see, go back to IMG. Here we can make note, back to IMG. After that back to IMG, or we can directly note it down like BMI in short. Okay, planning, then click on planning, this one. Okay, click on planning, then activate material requirement planning, activate material requirement planning, first one, planning. Then note it down, activate material planning. T code is OMDU. Okay, T code is OMDU. You can see here OMDU. Okay, T code is OMDU. Make note of this one. Then click enter. Then click on material requirement planning, click on MRP, material requirement planning. Then click on I'm writing on short MRP. Okay, material requirement planning, you can click on we can say MRP, right? So our plant is TPSR, right? TPSR. So here material requirement planning is activated, right? So take a screenshot of this one, make note of this one. Okay, make note of this one. Okay, and make a note here. If this indicator is selected, let me do here, just paste this one here. If this indicator is selected, then at plant level total planning and single item multi-level planning is possible. Make note of this one. If this indicator is not selected, then only single item single level planning is possible. Okay, if this indicator is not selected, then only single planning is possible. Single item single level planning is possible. Back to IMG means in SAP skin, back to SAP and back to IMG. So this is not mandatory. You can explore yourself after this. This is not required right now. Back to IMG. Then next, define a scope of planning for total planning. Okay. Define a scope of planning for total planning. Then define a scope of planning for total planning. T code is, you can see here some T code, right? OM0E. This is T code. Okay. Click define. Click on new entry. Planning a scope. Suppose I am giving something ZABCD. ZABC, okay. And here planning a scope. I am giving something planning a scope. Description. You can give as per your requirement. Planning a scope. Save. Selected scope of planning is empty. Please fill or delete. So it's empty. Okay. Then select this row and click sequence plant or MRP area. Okay. Click on new entry. So this is counter. I can give anything like 10. Plant is TPSR. Okay, I'm defining normally. MRP area is so I can give any MRP area like TPSR. I also can give TPSR. Then here 20 I can give. Planning we have given something Z001 TPSR, right? Sorry, plant TPSD, and this is shed 001 TPSR, I guess, right? Already entered. This item is already entered, so this is already entered, so it will not allow. So I'll take it another one because it's already defined TPSD. Actually this is already defined, that's why I cannot enter it here. Okay, I'll select different if they have, but they don't have. So basically for this for other planning, this entry is already maintained, so we will not maintain it here right now. So better what I will do, I will show here. Okay, the maintained one. So what I can do, no need to maintain here because already you can maintain it here, but better if you can check it the existing one. Suppose I will check it for triple. So maybe I'll check it for this one. So this one they have maintained it. For this one I'll check it for HANA. They maintain it for PI. So somewhere they maintain it, right? This one for RM. Why are you getting the error? Okay, maybe here TPSR. TP. Okay, counter. Okay. We'll go and search it here. So we'll maintain it here for our own scope of planning. Okay, we'll not maintain here plant. Okay, we'll just enter 10 MRP area. I will enter something TPSR or just now you defined Z01, right? And save it. We are not defining for plant, we are defining for MRP area directly. Okay, click save. So this is the way to define planning a scope. Back to IMG. After that, back to IMG. If you want, we can maintain it here, the screenshot of this one. Okay, this one ZABC. Okay, first you have to define this one, then I will just put it here, control, and then what you have to do, then select this and click on sequence of plant or MRP area, then we will maintain this. Okay, this one we can keep it here. Just I'll do little short and then put it here. I have to do little more short. Okay, like this we can define it. Click save. Okay, next class we will do test scenario. Save. So almost setting has been done. Okay, setting has been done for MRP at plant parameter level and at MRP group level. So in next class I will teach process scenario how to do in SAP. Okay, manual, I'll do manual process scenario, I can say. Manual, we will do for manual reorder point planning. Okay, we'll do setting for process for this one. We'll run the process in SAP. We have done the settings, right? But we have to run the process now. So we will do this one in next class. Thank you. Thank you.